venue located on Melton Hill Lake attracts tens of thousands of rowers every year from all across the globe. Ora teaches over
Where can you get fresh homemade cinnamon rolls on Saturday mornings? City Pies and Barbecue is where, as long as they last. All their sandwiches are served on fresh homemade bread. They have daily lunch specials of meat, 2 sides, and bread. Open 10 till 7, Monday through Saturday. Located in Security Square across from the hospital. Phone 228-9007.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store. Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy.
Hi, I'm David Morris, the host of the Bucks of Tecumseh TV show on the Outdoor Channel. And I want to invite you to join me at the Riverside Sportsman's Expo, hosted by the Second Baptist Church of Clinton, Tennessee, and it'll be there on March the 7th, 2015. There's going to be a lot of people there that love hunting and fishing, just like I do, and we're going to talk hunting and fishing. There will be exhibitors there. There will be door prizes, all kind of prizes given away. So join us there as I talk about hunting and fishing in the outdoors and our adventures on the TV show and what it takes to make outdoor TV. It's not nearly as easy as it looks like it is. But in addition to hunting and fishing, I also want to talk to you about what it has meant to me to have a personal relationship with the living God through His Son, Jesus Christ. That really is life's greatest adventure. I want to share some of that with you that night. So join me on March the 7th in Clinton, Tennessee at the Second Baptist Church for the Riverside Sportsman's Expo. See you there.
We got one coming up here. Steve's got one on, people.
Want to be a minute, Paul.
Okay, bring him on in here. If he's as big as the axe, we got a nice fish. They'll holler something. There he comes, big old smallmouth. I see it down there. Bring it up here where I can see it, Steve. There it is. See it out there, people? In the net.
Boy. He's not a giant, but he's a good.
Oh, pat him on the head or something, just for luck. Hold him up there. Oh, yeah. Look at that, people.
Pretty, ain't he?
Yeah, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, right in that gully, Bill.
Okay.
Right.
Him come just about off that stump. Him come about off that stump. I didn't hear it ding. Ding, ding.
It should have.
I think it's still doing.
All right, folks. Old Bill's got the small. We think it's a small mouth. We ain't seen him. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, boy. Yes, sir. Yeah, boy. All right, there he is. Yes, sir. That's a nice one. All right. You buddy. Yes, sir. You got him. All right, Bill. Oh, oh God. I'm hung up over there. Okay, Bill, hold on just a second. Let me get your picture there, old buddy.
Look at that, old buddy.
Yeah, boy, Bill, that's a nice one.
Oh, son, I'm telling you right now. We got him in this ride, throw back out there and catch another.
All right, buddy, get another one, Bill.
All right, son.
Thank you, Paul.
Yes, sir.
I can't get it to ding.
Huh? Look at it.
Got another fish on, people. Can't see.
Yeah, the sun's gonna make it bad.
Yeah.
I'm about to gain a little bit on him. I've seen him down there, Paul.
Be patient, fisherman. We'll have it up here in a minute.
Taking it easy. There he is. There you go.
I didn't hear it ding.
Now, that black thing comes on every now and then. Let me,
Yeah, holler smallmouth.
let me get him unhooked here, Paul. Oh, shoot. That gummy hook, come out. Yep, I'm going to have to get the flowers on that.
He let it swallow it, looks like that, people.
I just barely felt a little tap, Paul. He didn't really hit it real hard.
Don't knock your rod in the lake.
No, I'm trying to keep us off this here point. Come on. Look, come out there. Just there it is. Barely was caught.
Big deal haul smallmouth. Look at that, people. Caught on that little jig again.
Yeah, I don't know who that fella is makes them, but I need to find him.
Just have him in the boat.
All right, folks. Bill's got a bit. Oh, golly, what a smallmouth. Man alive. Goodness gracious, Bill. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man. Let me get him out in front of the boat here. Oh, golly. That's a whopper. Bill, that's a dandy. Look, golly, bum. Oh, yeah. All right. Yes, sir, buddy. Ooh, man. That's what you call one of them chunks right there now, Paul.
That's a fish and a half.
Fire, wasn't he, son?
Yeah, boy. Need the pliers?
I got it.
Okay.
Looked just right, wasn't he?
Yeah, buddy.
Look at the collar on that thing.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a dandy there.
Yeah, buddy. Hold
Look
still.
here, look here.
Yeah.
Put that right there.
All right, hold still. I'm going to zoom in on him there. Yeah, buddy.
What do you think about that, old buddy?
I say we need to find that man that makes them jigs, Bill.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I tell you what, we wouldn't have to look very far, for we got him in the boat with us.
Oh, dang, that's a nice fish.
He just tied these.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know. Stayed up last night tying flies, folks, before we come fishing. All right, let's get another one, Bill.
Well, let's do it.
Shoot that wild. He wasn't real big, but he hit.
I'm not doing something right here.
That fish was down there a little deeper than. All right, folks, we got Paul here. He's got a big, large mouth there. Paul, that's a nice one, man.
There had the cracker down.
I mean a dandy. All right, Paul, you can turn him back, I guess.
Okay, I'm in the water.
All right. All right, folks, old Paul's got another nice, large mouth there, Paul.
Look at the collar on that, would
Yeah, buddy. It's beautiful, isn't he?
Yeah, look at that.
Yes, sir, buddy. That's a good fish, Paul.
Yeah.
Nice one. Fat as he can be.
They are fat, aren't they?
They are fat, Bill. All right, that Bill's got a good fish on here. I don't know, the largemouth or Kentucky?
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Yes, sir, Bill.
Hey, son, finally landed.
Finally landed one. That a good one.
Finally landed.
All right, old buddy.
Old Billy boy.
Yes, sir.
All right, here, son. Look at here, old Billy boy. Look at that little jig there, son.
Yeah, buddy, Bob.
Oh, man.
Bill, that looks good, man.
Yes, sir, old buddy.
All right, get you another.
Get me another, and I'll tell you right now. If you knew what was right over there, you'd be throwing over there too.
All right, buddy, get another.
Stuff over there.
All right, folks. Paul just netted another big largemouth there, Bill.
There's another nice large Dale Hollow largemouth, as old Paul says.
Oh, it sure is. All right, Bill, that's a pretty
I
fish.
believe there's another one in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one on.
I know you did.
Yeah. All right, let's get on. All right, Bill. You say he's shaking his head. Oh, he's wanting to jump a little bit too. There he is, old buddy.
He's a little different than the rest of them.
Yeah. Yes, sir. A little different than that largemouth business.
Yeah, he was a little different than that largemouth.
Right. Yep. Okie dokie. Yeah, boy. All right, hold on just a minute now. Hold on just a minute. Let me get my rod out around the trolling motor, and then I want Bill, Paul, give you the fish. Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah.
Don't we're after it.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
The boy, that's a good one, Bill. I hope I got a good picture of that in that sunshine.
Son, he hit just like he's supposed to and popped like he's supposed to.
All right, that's
Put
good.
him in there and catch another, that boy.
All right.
Hi, I'm David Morris, the host.
All right. Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. And as you can see, Wesley's my guest tonight. Corey Allen, the muskie guy, he had some vehicle trouble, and he called me there this afternoon and said he wasn't going to be able to make it. And I said, hey, man, it's, you know, things happen. So we'll try to get him rescheduled. And then I had Willie Word and Bud Strader with the East Tennessee Sportsman's Association was wanting to come on the show tonight, and they kind of about the weather, you know. Bud lives way down in White Creek West, and I guess if it got bad, that'd been a pretty good trip trying to get back home. So anyway, probably have them back over in here next week, and they've got some things they want to tell y'all what's going on. Wes, how's things going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? All right, that sounds good. Wes has been out of school. You've only went 2 or 3 days here in the last couple of weeks.
I was out for 2 weeks straight, and now I'm out for today and tomorrow, and I was out Monday.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, the only bad thing about that is, Wes, the weather was bad and we didn't get to fish. You know?
And plus, some of my break days are took up now. So.
Yeah. So you're when you start back, you're going to be there. Hey, buddy, you'll get out of that one of these days, maybe. Reckon? Oh, Lordy, folks, listen. That film we showed was some of the film we tried to show last week, and Herschel had some technical difficulties, but he got that worked out, and hope it turned out good. And Bill and Paul, we were down on Dale Hollow there. Let's see, the 1st of February through the 7th, I think. And then they stayed on 3 or 4 days after I left. So, but we had some bad conditions. Had a couple of days, you know, we'd go out and get the fish 3 or 4 hours maybe, and then the wind would get so bad we'd have to go back in, and that kind of thing. But we did catch some fish, and there that last day that I fished on Saturday, why I think by dinner time we had boated 10 and missed 3 or 4 more. So we caught a few pretty nice fish, and just, you know, this time of year the weather is always a factor. It doesn't bother the fish much, Wesley, as much as it does the fishermen. And you know, the baits were lines were freezing up, ice in your guides, ice in the spools on your reels, and this made it hard to fish. And then the wind just couldn't get out of the wind, but it wasn't the kind of places you wanted to be fishing. So several days there we came in early. We went out, got started there on Sunday, and went out on Monday morning and Chucks, I think we wound up coming back into the trailer about 10 o'clock. It just run us back, back in completely. And so basically it started raining on us, and we came back in and then went back out on Tuesday morning. But, like I said, we had a nice trip being with those two, and I want to say hello to Dad and Bill and Polly watching the show tonight, and got a couple of things that I really want to pass along to you all. Wesley, one of them is the East Tennessee Sportsman Association, TWRA. They're going to expand the Florida strain of bass. They want to release some fingerlings, and I know for sure Nickajack and Watts Bar. But I'm going to get, and that's what Bud and Willie was coming over to talk to y'all about, and I told them I'd do the best I could with it. What they're asking for is some help. And by that, if you get on the, type in TWRA, you can pull up their website and get on there. And what it says is TWRA schedules habitat work days for Watts Bar. And what they wanting to do is get some people to come down. There's 3 locations that they're wanting to do this work at. And what they want to do is put some brush piles in, build some habitat for these fingerlings they're going to release sometime in the early summer. At 3 locations. And the 3 locations are Big Springs Access Area, and that's March the 14th at 9 o'clock a.m. And then on the next area will be Caney Creek at the boat ramp. And it's March the 20th at 9 a.m. And then the third place is Ray Springs Boat Ramp, March the 28th. Now, what they're asking you to do is bring some waders. They're going to do all this from the water level back to the shoreline. But they want to put, that you're going to get your feet wet and this kind of thing. They don't want anybody bringing boats, but they want you to bring some waders. And if you're interested in helping this, you need to call Chris Morton at the Crossville office. And his number is 423-476-1404. And the secretary will answer the phone, or somebody will, and you can tell them who you want to talk to. That's Chris Morton. He's in charge of this. And if you get on the website, you can pull every bit of this information up, just like I did. And this is in Region 3. Now, I was also told that there was 4 lakes on that list. I know Nickajack and Watts Bar definitely, but somebody told me that it was Loudon Tellico, which that goes into Region 4, and I didn't pull up anything for Region 4. They could be, I don't know where the 4th lake is, and I'm not for sure on Loudon Tellico, and I hope they are. I hope Loudon Tellico's on the list. But there's 4 lakes, and I know in Region 3 it's Nickajack and Watts Bar, and that just tickled me to death about Watts Bar because, we had Gabe King over here the other week. He caught the state record largemouth off of Chickamauga, and that was due to that Florida strain of bass. That these guys worked hard years ago to get that, to get something done with that. And so catching this new state record out of Chickamauga has really put a lot of light on this fingerlings west from Florida, hoping that they'll get, cause the fish to get bigger in Watts Bar. But there is pointed out in this little article that I've got here, there's not any aquatic vegetation in Watts Bar, so they're wanting to make some habitat for these fingerlings, give them a chance once they turn them loose. Instead of becoming prey, they want to give them a chance to get a little big so that they don't, get ate by the other fish so much, and at least have some growth time, and hopefully will get us started on the same thing that's going on at Chickamauga down at Watts Bar. So, but remember those 3 locations. And I'll tell you another thing. If you want to volunteer to help in any one of those 3 places, they're going to need some personal information from you for legal reasons. So, when you call in and sign up to be whichever location you might want to attend, they're going, you're going to have to give them some information. I can't tell you what all he ran through it with me, but that, that's between you and him. But you do have to sign up to get involved in this thing, and it'll be it's going to be a good thing, Wes. That's all I can say. I mean, a real good thing. We got. We're just, it's going to take a little while for those things. And I'll tell you another thing that's going on. For the last few years, they've been having these tournaments there at the dam, and they've been letting people lock through. Well, a lot of those guys are going to Chickamauga, catching their fish and bringing them back up there above Watts Bar Dam, and they weigh them in and release them. So I'm hoping that that's already got a little bit of a start on this gene pool, getting these Florida strain bass, mixed in with a largemouth that's already on Watts Bar, and we, hopefully can see a quicker response, getting some bigger fish down there on the lower end of the lake, and that kind of thing. So if you're interested in doing that, remember that number, or you can get it on the website or in your fishing guide. It's got it listed in the fishing guide, whether it be a 2014 or a 2015 guide. I haven't checked to see if they're out yet, but they may be. But that number's up in the front of the book. How to get a hold of TWRA there at Crossville, Region 3. So I just wanted to pass that good information along to y'all, and hopefully we can get some help down there and get these brush piles in and get this program started. Like I say, the new state record coming out of Chickamauga has opened some eyes, and they're really using that as some leverage here to get things going, and I sure would like to see us participate in helping that. And that was the whole purpose of Bud and Willie being here this week, was to pass that information along to you, and also information about signing up and getting in the East Tennessee Sportsmen's Association, so we'd have people down there to help get the brush piles and stuff in. So it all plays hand in hand, and which that sounds real good. So that was one thing I wanted to pass along to y'all before I got too far along here and forgot it, Wesley. You know how we are about forgetting things.
You're known to do that.
Yeah, I have forgot a few things, or come close. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what did you do? Well, you made me forget my ink pen already. Okay, so we've done that. Now let's get, how did we do that? I picked up a brand new pen. All right. Now then, I can start marking these things off here as we get things going and that kind of thing. Bill, I hope you haven't looked outside, seen that full moon. You probably want to run out there and look, because it is shining. For sure. While we were down there fishing, I hadn't got a chance to talk to you about the fishing down there, but Wesley, you know what these are. I hope can get these things up here. Yeah, you know who tied that up, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right there's one of the baits we caught a lot of our fish on, and there's the mate to it, and there's another one, and I don't know if you can see these things, but Paul Harrison ties these things up, folks, and he
does a good job.
He does a wonderful job on them, and we'd come in of a night, and eat supper and drag out the box and clear the table off and do the dishes and drag out the box. Had all the bucktails in it and the thread and the heads, and he'd sit there and tie us up a dozen or so of what we thought we needed the next day to fish with. And yeah, he's doing an excellent job on that for sure. So, but those little old 3/16, caught a few on the quarter, but most of the fish came on the 3/16, and might have even done better on the 1/8, but the way the wind was blowing, don't know if it ever hit the bottom. But we did get the 3/16 down there where the fish was at most of the time, and I caught a few on a 1/4 ounce, but not near as many as we did on the 3/16. And it's all about the speed, Wes. It's how fast that thing's sinking, and how when you pick it up and let it fall back. Them fish water was 40, 41, 42 degrees down there, and they like things slow. They want it slow. They don't have to exert a lot of energy to get it. And so the colder the water, the slower the bait. Keep that in mind. That'd be something to remember. But we did have a pretty good fishing trip, and we're looking forward to going back here in a few days. If we get a break in the weather, we may try to slip back out there for a few days and see if they're still biting. Talked to Bill a couple of days ago, and the ramps have been froze over, and but they thawed out a little bit there back towards the middle of the week, and there was a few guys coming in to fish down there, and he was going to get a report and see how things are going on that, West. But do remember that information on the Florida bass and building the habitat around those 3 locations. And if you're interested in getting involved in that, be a good thing to do. And like I said, Willie and them will be over here hopefully with me next week. And these applications, we just got 250 more copies of these applications made up, and they're at Citizens Bank in Harriman, Citizens Bank in Oliver Springs, Edgemore Outdoors, Citizens Bank in Oak Ridge, and those people won't mind you asking for them, but they're laying right on, they have some tables sitting around here and there that they've got things sitting on, business cards, what have you. If you want to, and Reynolds Racing and Marine got them there in Harriman. Sign Shop's got them in Harriman. So, get you an application, read the mission statement, and get signed up on this. It's a heck of a deal. As far as the money-wise, there's not a whole lot of money involved in it, but they'd like to get this thing. They're looking for a place to have a meeting as we speak, and we're looking forward to getting that done and getting the meeting set up so they can get their officers elected and start attending these TWRA meetings. And I don't know, I think they meet once a week or once a month to get that stuff done. So do pick up an application on that right there for sure. Let's see. What was the next thing we were going to talk about? Oh yeah, the viewers called last week. Had some people calling me about the TVA sport fish survey. I think there were several people took advantage of that last year. I did myself. And I sent those guys an email and tried to phone them and never could get a hold of anybody. The schedule for 2014 is still up on the computer. So basically I couldn't find out anything. And so, you can get online, TVA Sport Fish Survey, and, click on it and probably, you may find out something that I didn't. But I was not able to get an answer. They hadn't replied to the email I'd sent last week, and I think it was Monday. I sent them an email, and there was no reply at 10 o'clock today. And I tried to call 2 or 3 times and didn't get any answer. So, you know, if you're interested in finding out about that, you always have to get on there and give them a call. You know, it may just been the time I was trying to call. But you know, I don't know what the deal is on that thing other than the fact that I couldn't find out any information. So, but it is on their website, this TVA Sport Fish Survey, and it pulls up a lot of stuff. So the phone number to call and all that kind of, the email address and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, and like I said, you people that asked me about that last week, I hate that I hadn't got you an answer. Maybe you can get one that I couldn't get. So we'll let that go on until next week and see if somebody calls in and finds out something. Make me a note of that, Wesley, so I don't forget. When I don't write it down, I forgot it. You know,
Like
I'm always thinking about getting somewhere to go fishing. You know. And that kind of thing. We did have a good show set up here for Corey Allen, the muskie guy. Caught the big muskie out of Milton Hill back a month or so ago. I think it was February the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right, somewhere along in there. Anyway, we hate he couldn't be here, but I'm not going to talk about anything that Corey would talk about because I've been reading a whole lot on these muskie and trying to get a little heads up on what's going on with them, and so when he said something, I'd have a little clue of what he was talking about. But so we'll hopefully I can get him back over here next week or the week after, and he gets his truck fixed and has transportation. We can get him on the show here with us. There's another big event going on this weekend. The Riverside Sportsman's Expo up here at Second Baptist Church in Clinton, and Herschel's got a did we? Okay, good, perfect. I was busy getting set up, and I wasn't even looking at the TV. Herschel, you've done good. So, folks, remember that. That's going to be a great show up there. You know, like the thing says, there's going to be vendors and this, that, and the other up there, and I'm planning on being there, have a table set up, and with the Let's Go Fishing banner. We'll have a bunch of the applications for the East Tennessee Sportsman's Association, have some business cards. I had Paul Harrison lined up to be with me, and he had overlooked, he had a obligation he had to fulfill that he had forgot about, and so he called me Tuesday and you know, let me know that he wasn't going to be able to be there. I'm going to have Bill Nichols with me and Willie Word, and we're going to set up there and try to get these people these applications handed out, and we'll just go on with whatever we need to make that a good, successful event up there. But you know, that's going to be a good show. Reynolds Racing Marine's going to be there. Lynn's going to have some side-by-sides and some boats up there. And then Edgemore Outdoors, one of the sponsors of the show, same as Reynolds Racing Marine. Jim Williams there at Edgemore is going to be have some lures and stuff up there from the store, and so they're going to be there, and you know, it's going to be a great day. So plan on being there. You know, I think what starts at 1 o'clock, Wesley, and goes on into 5 or 5:30, 6:30. The main event, so you know they've got a little bit of everything that's going to happen up there. And then this David Morris on the deer hunting. You know, last year I told you they had skeet shooting and everything else going on up there, casting contests and whole lot of everything. So that'd be a good thing to do Saturday. It's supposed to be, Wesley, about 51 degrees. So that'd be a pretty nice little warm-up to what we've had here in the last couple of months. We'll think it's springtime, won't we?
Besides, Glenn's got down there pretty nice, too.
They are. They're really nice. And I know you know a whole lot more about those things than I do. If it's not got a got a hull under it, I don't know too much about it. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? In other words, that's not my forte. I'd rather be on the water, but you'd probably like that a whole lot, those side-by-sides. I know you've had four-wheelers and rode around everywhere, but that's good. That's good. One of these days you'll forget all that and grab your reel and rod up, and you'll be ready to go. Reckon? I think so. At least I'm going to keep working on you. I'm going to put it that way. That's going to be a good show up there, and hope y'all get to attend that. And we're going to make a day of it, Wes. Right? Okay, good deal. That sounds like a plan. And, they're even going to have a meal, so I hope you folks will get to attend that, and we'll be in good shape. Let's see, what was it? Yeah. I'm glad Herschel showed that commercial already, and we may do it again here before the show's out. We'll see how it goes here shortly. And let's see. Thank goodness there was something else somebody called me about last week. Yeah, folks, I'm going to bring this up too. Got your fishing license. They ran out on the 28th, so you're 5 days behind, Wes. I'm glad. I know. I'm tickled to death that you've got that. I really am. And with these prices that we're going to start paying, but everything's going up. But yeah, if you got your license bought, the way I had a guy call me this week and said that he had heard that they were going to extend last year's license to July. And I said, no, I didn't hear it that way. The way I heard it was if you buy your license, like when they expired the 28th of February, you purchase the new license, they're good till the 28th of February 2016. There's nothing said about extending anything. And if you wait till after July, say you up and want to go fishing July the 7th, Wesley, you're going to pay $34 or $36 for them. I can't really see that print so fine. But anyway, you're going to pay the new increase if you wait till after July the 1st to buy your license. So if you think you might go fishing between now and then, you'd be saving yourself about $6 to go ahead and buy them now. And like I said, they'll be good till February of next year. So that's a pretty good deal on that. Let's see, Wes. What else was it we had going on? We had we got a bunch of tournaments going on, fixing to start up. I've already had a few, but there's a bunch of those fixing to start up here this weekend. As a matter of fact, got let's see here, Wes. Get one of them up here, right here. We've got the Volunteer Bass Trail, which is the Phoenix Trail, but run with tournament director James Knuckles. The two divisions. They got the white division and the orange division, or level they call it, the orange level or the white level. It's just a lot more entry fee in the white level. But their first tournament right here is March the 14th at Loudon and Tellico. So, that's the white level is a $200 boat entry fee, and the orange level is a $100 boat entry fee. So, and then it's got the breakdown on the payback and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, his first tournament He's also got one on Center Hill this Saturday. But for the area lakes right here, his first one will be Loudon Tellico March the 14th. And then in April the 18th, he goes to Norris. May the 23rd is Douglas. June the 20th is Watts Bar. July the 17th is Watts Bar. November the 14th is Chickamauga. And then November the 28th is Cherokee. So he's pretty well got it covered the next about 7 months worth there, Wes. So that's a pretty good deal right there. Also, I think there's a bass club here that meets at the Shawnees the first Monday of every month. And I think it's called the Blue Ridge Bassmasters. I think it's the name of the club. If you're interested in participating in that, I'm sure they'd be glad to have you. If you want to go over to Shawnees here in Oak Ridge and meet with those folks the first Monday of every month, they meet over there. John Cook, I don't know, he was the president or secretary or something. I know John's still involved in it, but I don't know at what capacity. It's been a year or so since I attended one of their meetings, so that'd be something you might want to check into if you're interested in getting in the bass club. I do know they like to fish Milton Hill a lot, so be something you might want to check out on that end. And remember, that's the first Monday of every month. Okay. I told him the other day when I talked to him I'd mention that again and see how that worked out. Okay. Wesley, if you hadn't had a phone call yet, what's wrong with you? You're going to have to get them calling. We need some calling. It's, you know, asking questions. I hadn't heard from Lamprey in several months, so I don't know where he's at. Maybe he'll call in. It was good to hear from Mike Richards last week and all that good stuff. But let's see. I'll tell you all this right here. The Sportsman's Campground has got a spring jamboree for the four-wheelers, Wesley. Up here at, they're over on the Hoskins Hollow Road. 300 Hoskins Gap Road. Hoskins Gap Road is what they call that in Oliver Springs. 435-6009. Anywhere their spring jamboree is April 16th, 17th, and 18th, and they've only got a few spots left. So if you're interested in getting involved in that and you want a place to camp, you might want to give them a call pretty quick. They've got a few spots left. I was talking to them today, and a few four-wheelers, you know, I don't know what all they've got planned other than big celebration. I guess cabin fever got everybody messed up, and they'll be tickled to death to get out and do that, Wes. But they do have a few camping spots left, they said, and I think maybe one cabin. So, you know, call that number. That's 435-6009, Sportsman's Campground. That'll take care of that, and might get you a camping spot before they all get took up. That kind of thing. So, let's see. Wes, can you think of anything else? Got to come up with something. You hadn't said much. You let me do all the talking. I'm gonna have to get Mike back over here. Huh? You know how bad that is. You seen what he said there on that tape there, who said he didn't talk much.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
He's just nervous to be on TV.
Yeah, I think he was too. I do. I think he was. He's done a good job. I really appreciate him covering. As a matter of fact, Mike's working night shift right now is the reason he hadn't been with me the last few days.
Actually, not nervous to be on TV. Be nervous to actually host a show and not you.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Do you get, do you wear them other shoes? So yeah, sometimes that makes a lot of difference. But we enjoy doing it and hope to continue doing it. Can't thank my sponsors enough. Just all kinds of stuff like that. Every one of them. We got to have them to put the show on, and the sign shop down there. I'll just run over a few things right quick. The sponsors list. The sign shop, they do a lot of new signs, refurbished signs, make banners, that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in something like that, please give those folks down there at Harriman a call and let them price your work, and hopefully you'll be well satisfied. I know their work's good, and I think their prices are really good too. So if you've got any of that kind of stuff needs to be done, give those folks a call. Edgemore Outdoors, can't say enough about them people. Jim's got a whole store full of baits, new stuff, folks. That he's went. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, okay. And you just have to go over there and look around. The River Rock Plastics, he got a bunch of that stuff in. I hear that's a hot item. And the new XD tees, crankbaits. Go by Edgemore and check all that out. He's got a bunch of new stuff in, and the shelves are full. He'd love to have you. Citizens First Bank, those people are just absolutely great people to deal with, and they want to help you any way that they possibly can in the 5 locations. Tim's Tire, remember about your trailer tires. I told you there last week, he bought 100 of those 6-ply trailer tires, and got, I think, 3 different sizes, the 205s and 215s and something else. But anyway, for $60 a piece, man, and I'm really pleased with the 2 that I bought. If you're looking for some trailer tires for your boat trailer or utility trailer, that'd be a good place to start right there for sure. Knox Area Rescue Ministries, those folks, they do great things. They can use any help that you might be able to give them. Reynolds Racing Marine, Glenn's just wonderful to work with, and he's going to be up there Saturday also, like I said, with some side-by-sides, Wesley, and the boats, and so if you don't get down to his place there in Harriman and get a chance to look things over, you can check him out up here Saturday. Secret City Pies, best food in town, no doubt.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Yeah, he's. What do you think, Wes? Huh? I can't afford to take you over there. Well, his prices are great, but you just eat so much, it's hard for me to get out of there.
It's the way around.
Well, I can, shucks, I can't help it. That's good food over there, buddy. You can't beat it. I mean, I'm telling you, the tenderest barbecue and the best tasting barbecue I've ever had. It just they're into that barbecue business, and it is great. And Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candy Store there in Oliver Springs, that fudge down there, like I said, they sell that stuff around the country. They ship it everywhere. Biltmore House and this, that, and the other. So in the Boston, I told you about them winning the award up there in the city of Boston. So, they've got the smaller packages of that there at the fudge store there in Oliver Springs. So if you're wanting some great candies, fudge, or whatever, stop by down there and check that out.
You can't beat their peanut butter fudge. That's the best fudge I've ever had.
Yeah, peanut butter fudge. Can't beat it, he said. All right, that sounds like a winner. Huh? Oh, is this the one I want to answer? All right, here we go. Hello, caller.
Hey, I was just calling to see if, sorry to interrupt you while you're doing your sponsors and everything. I was just calling to see if you were going to have any special guests or anything with you at the show this Saturday.
Special guest? Yes, sir. I'm going to have about 3 of them. Wesley Schaefer will be one of them. Bill Nichols will be the second one, and Willie Word will be the third one. I'm on those 3 for sure are going to be able to show up. And I had another guy lined up, but he had a previous obligation, and he's going to be taking care of that.
Well, it sounds like you're going to have some pretty good guests. I feel like everybody should come on down and see everybody.
I think that's exactly right. I appreciate you calling and bringing that up, and we're looking forward to being there, and I do have some great guests going to be with me.
All righty. Well, I enjoyed the show tonight. Y'all be safe driving home.
All right. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That was a good caller right there, Wes. And, this show up here is, like I said, it's going to be for deer hunters, fishermen, 4x4s, and I'll tell you one thing I did see up there last year that I hadn't mentioned. A lot of those river fishermen are up there, Wes. The guy, they had a hovercraft up there, and they had these, these guys get those things, man, they can go into 2 inches of water.
And on land.
Yeah, on land too. So, and a lot of those fellas up there had kind of took the jet skis and made them into boats, and the jet boats, I guess you'd call them. The small ones, they run those around up there in the river, and they get to go a lot of places that we can't go.
They use them big, humongous jet skis in the ocean, set them up for boats, and go out there and catch big fish.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that, and the shucks, what do they call those paddle boats they use, the Hobies, and get out there and fish in the ocean with them. Yeah.
And paddle boards.
Yeah. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve, what was the dates on those habitat?
The dates on it? Well, just a minute. Let me get my paperwork back up here. Oh, shucks. Well, I got to have my glasses, too. You know how that is, don't you? Gary, you know what that is, don't you? Hey, all right, Big Springs Access Area, which is down there next to Uchi, is March the 14th. That's next Saturday. And then Caney Creek is going to be March the 20th, and that's Friday week. 2 weeks, I guess. Okay. All right. But the 20th's on a Friday, if best I remember looking at the calendar. And then Ray Springs Boat Ramp is on the 28th of March. And that's on a Saturday. 14th, 20th, and 28th.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you calling in. Hey, you got a good fishing report for us?
Not really.
Shucks, I hear you. I'm just dying to go if it just thaw out enough to get there. I did hear the frogs croaking there last night before it turned cold, and when I was doing all that rain in there. So that's a good sign as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
It'll warm up here in a few days.
I hope so. You going to be up the show there Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to.
All right, buddy. See you then.
All right. See you, Steve.
Okay, buddy. All right. That's a good information there. Follow up, Wesley. Herschel, we got 5 minutes. Dadgum, Wesley. What have you done all night? We hadn't talked about much of anything, have we? Let's see. Well, right here, this Blue Ridge Bassmasters 2015 tournaments, March the 7th, which that's this coming Saturday, Wes. They're on Chickamauga at Chester Frost Park. And then they're March the 28th, they're on Norse. And April the 11th, Watts Bar at Rockwood. And May the 2nd at Cherokee at the Dam. May the 30th, Loudon Tellico at the Canal. And June the 20th, at Dandridge. So we'll keep all that coming next week. And then, let's see, March the 14th, that's Division I on the Heartland, North Lake, .19. And Watts Bar at the Dam, they're March the 21st. So we've got a few days before that tournament comes up. So, let's see, Douglas, March the 14th. They're at the Dam. And then March the 21st, Loudon Concord. Let's see, they're at Concord Ramp. And let's see, next one is, we done missed the one at Tom Fuller Park. That's a Sunday trail. Was March the 1st. Their next one's March the 29th. March the 7th at Ladd Landing, and that's at Caney. At Ladd Landing, the part of their scheduled for Ladd Landing. The other half of it's at Caney Creek. But March the 7th, which will be Saturday, they're at Ladd Landing. So Milton Hill, March the 14th, Carbide Park. 4 minutes. All right, got another caller. We better take. Hello, caller.
Yes, Steve, this is your sister. How are you?
Hey, I wouldn't have recognized you. Have you got any identification?
No. I don't know if your game wardens mentioned this or not, but I heard it on the radio this morning. You could buy your fishing license online now. You don't have to go to a store and get them. I just thought I'd give you that information to pass out to people. And also, I'd like to give a shout-out to the Oliver Springs girls basketball team for making it to the state tournament.
Well, thanks a lot, Vic. I knew they had made it. And were they supposed to play tonight or tomorrow night?
They were supposed to play this morning at 10, but they're going to play tomorrow, I think, at 11 because they postponed it for the weather. So good luck to them.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, y'all have a safe trip going home.
Yeah, and I'll tell you about that getting stuff online. You need to get your license at Edgemore Outdoors, Vic Lynn, because usually when you get your license, you need something to fish with.
Well, that's true, but I don't get to fish much anymore.
Well, hey, buddy, I can't help you. The water's there, and if I lived as close as you did, I'd build me a dock right there over the water.
Well, you know how that is. You got to get all them permits to do that. So.
No, I'd camo it. Throw me one of them camo covers over top of it, and yeah, I mean, I'd just call it a house.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Live right there. All right, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna get mine built, and I'm gonna sleep in the boat. Have the TV up on the wall. Winch the boat up and watch TV and eat and take a bath. Get back in the boat and get ready to go the next night or next day.
Hello, Wesley. It's your Aunt Vicky.
Hey.
You better get back to school, boy.
No.
All right. Good to hear from you, Vic.
All right.
Thank you. And you're watching the show on your computer, right?
Yep.
Okay. You having any problems?
No.
All right. That sounds good. You're streaming the show live, folks, so that lets you know that it does work.
Yeah, it does.
All right. How's things down in Polecat?
Cold and snowy.
Cold and snowy. All right. Get your floaters out, buddy, and get ready. We'll see you in a few days.
All right, bye.
Love you. Bye.
See you.
All right. There we go, Wes. That was nice of Vicki to call in. I'm glad she's still watching the show. Folks, we're about out of time. Wesley's talked all night. I hadn't got to say hardly a word, but I will say this. We enjoyed being here, and I don't know who will be over here next week. I think Bud and Willie maybe. We'll just have to wait and see who we got. So God bless and see you next week.